Welcome back, MTG Joe here. Today we're doing a live one on YouTube. We are going to be trying out a bunch of different decks across different formats to see if we could speedrun our way to Mythic. We are going to start off with some Golgari fight rigging in Standard. So this deck, when we did the weekly meta breakdown that's coming out today, had about a 60-ish, 62% win rate between Diamond and Mythic rank. So kind of an unexpected deck, a newer deck that hasn't been seen too much in the format. So we're going to give it a shot, see how it plays out. So it's built around the namesake card fight rigging. So basically what you want to do is put counters on things, get it to power of 7, and then you get to cheat cast something into play. By doing that cheat cast, what you're trying to do is basically cheat into play stuff like Tyrranax Rex, which is just a big dumb creature that closes out the game quickly. You can invoke Despair, Kicks Command for free. You have ways to get 7 power on this, that same turn with Archfiend of Dross or the Shakedown Heavy. And then you just got a lot of good utility creatures. Glissa as just a good creature with a lot of abilities. Makes combat damage really awkward. You also have Tenacious Underdog that could come back from the graveyard, provide some card advantage. Armored Scrap Gorger helps you ramp, fixes your mana. And then we got 7 pieces of removal in the main board. The accompany the Kicks Command as a sweeper and the Invoke Despair. The one change I made from the list is they were playing 3 Myrex and 3 Jungle Hollows. I prefer the Zeator's Proving Ground. While we're not playing red mana, it does allow us to still cycle late game and have the dual lands, which to me has a little bit more utility than just 1 life. And then Myrex, we're playing quad black, triple green. I didn't want 3 colorless lands in my mana base. So we're going to give this a shot, see how it plays out. So like I said, this is going to be a live one. So we have chat. Welcome. Good morning. Morning, Richard and others. So feel free to, if you are live, to jump in, join the chat. But we're going to try out decks. I could pick up a tier 1 deck and just kind of go for it. But I want to see, I always like to try to make Mythic with random decks, kind of tier 2 or more. But let's see if this one lives up to the hype. Like I said, it had about a 62% win rate. I want to see if this actually plays out as such and kind of go from there. So we'll do this one. We'll probably try out some Boros Control. If all else fails, we'll just swap to the mono green list and explore. That's been doing well for me. Hand seems fine. Prefer to be on the play, but beggars can't be choosers. So likely mono red aggro. So, being on the play against mono red, we do want to get to this Kicks Command. It's just a little iffy. So this is the safer play. So this gets us to Gix sooner, but I think we just do Underdog here. So this does get hit by Play with Fire, where this wouldn't, but we'd probably be blocking Bloodthirsty anyways. Again, just not a great position being on the play against mono red. We're just going to take the trade here, I think. To me, that suggests they don't have a burn spell, which is good for us. Unless they're slow rolling. So we'll go Glissa here. Hopefully no burn spell, otherwise we're taking a lot of damage. So hopefully this lives, lets us get a turn off. They had it. I mean, if we can survive this turn, we go Gix Command, gain some life. We sweep their board regardless. So here I do need to do the sweep mode. I should have blocked the Raiju, because now I'm dead to Lightning Strike. Or another Raiju off the top. I'm also dead to Strike here. They have a Haster. Ah. Opponent's curve was great there. If they didn't have the Raiju there, that we didn't have to kind of hit ourselves with that, maybe stand a chance, but a little bit too slow on the play against Mono Red. On the draw, we probably do okay. But we needed to duck that turn with the Lightning Strike. Another bit slow hand. So this could be... So not like loving seeing these together. But if we can draw an untapped land, we can curve out pretty nicely. We have the combo in hand. This could be a couple things. It could be Esper Legends. Perfect. So notably, Go for the Throat cannot target Skrelv because it is a legendary artifact creature. Artifact being the key word. This destroys non-artifacts. Okay, so we see Adeline here. So we'll go Shakedown here. Hold back this. The heavy makes it so Adeline doesn't really get a great attack. If they do attack with Adeline, we might be able to bait them with Skrelv to give this unblockable. But we don't just want to throw the Go for the Throat because this has protection for the Adeline. How's everybody in the chat doing this morning? Okay, so Rafine does come down. Yeah, I had some time this morning, so figure, you know what, let's give it a go, see how it plays out. So I'm just going to take the 5 damage here. I want to keep my Shakedown Heavy alive this turn, and then we can start pumping through. The Skrelv's kind of annoying because of the protection. I just want to enable fight rigging this turn. It is annoying, like, I would have loved to flip into these. But if we could get our Gix command... Okay, so they're the wedding announcement version. Second Go for the Throat's good here. And Gix command's perfect. So we'll cast Gix command. We'll do it for destroy each creature, and then they sacrifice. So Gix command's actually... Well, we're starting on plat. Hey Daniel, doing well. I was plat 3 when I started. I haven't played too much since the ladder reset. The Gix command's been like really good. Like even we lost that game to Mono Red, but it puts in work. I actually think the way the format's like settled, like we got lucky that game, we hit the Gix command, but I think I want to do a split like this. There's not really another accelerant early that we can play, but I think we're okay like that. Let's run it back. 1-1 with the deck so far. We're going the full. We degraded from Mythic. We are back to Plat 4, climbed to Plat 3 with some Explorer Stompy action, which we'll probably play. Nice. Yeah, it's always that run. It's funny because the deck I've been playing the most in Explorer that I've been having success with is like OG Stompy. I'm gonna try Spirits after this too. I just got around to crafting some of them. Mono red. So give me a cut down. We've yet to draw a cut down on the play against, or on the draw against mono red. Okay. So we'll see what they play out here. Might lead with the Tenacious Underdog. So they go Bloodthirsty. It's a little risky if they have like a burn spell. I think I'm just gonna hold up here. Hey Alt, how's it going? What about you, Zach? Have you been playing anything new? Hiding this. Okay, so doing that. Yeah, I prefer Vivian. I think it's so I'm gonna play this because it requires 2 burn spells or it trades in combat, and then I can drop the Archfiend, and then if we get the mana I can just gain a lot. Okay, so that's scary. We're gonna trade here. So I have the option to go Dross here. I have the option to Scrap Gorger, but I gotta take a life. I think we just do this, hold up, go for the throat, because if they have another Raiju, it's pretty bad. Yeah, so the reason I don't like Henge and Explore is because against blue-white control, a lot of them have moved to play Farewell, and Henge forces you to overcommit to the board. It also makes you, like, something that kind of gets overlooked at times is just this tokens are really good at pressuring blue-white control, also gives you reach blockers. We missed the line there. So they ended up having to play with fire. There are 4, so they can activate the land and that gets some squee back for the turn. I need to hit a land so I can lifelink here. They lose 2 life. Perfect. So this we do destroy each creature, put 2 counters. This gains lifelink and then 2 turn clock, and that should be GG. They'll get their squee back, but we'll be able to kill. Hey Pizza. Yeah, starting with some standard. I wanted to try out this fight rigging deck. Then we'll switch over. Probably playing each format today a bit. Do about 5 games of each. Get a feel for it. We're 1-1, looking to potentially hit 2-1. You ready for the tournament this afternoon? So then I also have the invoke. GG. Big demon time! So far this card has been the best card in the deck. Are we getting a Roper? Head explodes. Nice. Alright, 2-1 with the deck. Being able to take down mono red on the draw feels pretty good. Usually, like, pretty tricky matchup. Okay, we get to play first. It's a good start. Good start. Maybe turn 4 Scrap Gorger into... Given that this could be a cut down, I'm just gonna lead with the underdog here. Yeah, it's fine. I got dailies to fill. You don't put Invoke Despair in your deck to not cast Invoke Despair. Gonna see if we could bait out. I think... So, Gliss is a better card, but I'm gonna play out the Shakedown Heavy here. This is likely mono black mid-range control, so they're gonna have a removal spell. What we hope for is that they don't have the Liliana here. Okay, so it's the Rakdos version. So Rakdos, I don't think plays, but they could play... Okay, they just go Fable here, so I can cut down. Land would be great. No lands. Yeah, I figure just throw out the Shakedown. Because the thing is, in these decks, they can let you control whether you attack or not. The card draw is relevant, but like Glissa also provides card draw. Okay, so they just go second here, so land off the top's great. So this clears the way, draws me a card. I think I'm actually going to eat the creatures in my graveyard because they probably have underdog or not a graveyard trespasser. So I'd rather they don't gain life. I guess depending if this is the version with the bloodthirsty adversary, then maybe I should have eaten their Go for the Throats. But they are 2 mana short, so I can just do it next turn. And if they target Armored Scrap Gorger, I'm happy anyways. Like, there's better threats if they're going to use their removal. I don't think they're on... Okay, so they're on a Braid. So, question... I think... We go Archdros here. This is harder for them to kill. Like, they need Go for the Throat. Yeah, so we called it with the Trespasser. So they're dead that way there. They would have been able to gain a life, but they need to exactly Go for the Throat. They showed a Braid. They probably have Cut Down. Okay, so we beat them with the fair, just Golgari, big dumb creatures, smack face. 3-1. Let's see if we go for the 4-1. Lost a close one to Mono Red where they kind of drew the nuts on us. Mono Red's going to do that to you. Sorry. A little congested today. We go first, we'll keep. So we probably go Scrap Gorger. Shattered Sanctum could be a couple different things. We're probably seeing removal anyways. Okay, farmhand. Perfect. So... They could have Ossification, but I think we just get this out earlier. Because if they don't remove this... Yeah. Inibluck, yeah. I'm splitting up each of these, so there'll be the live stream of this that you can catch it after live, but I'm cutting everything up into individual videos, so if you just want to catch one format in particular, you're able to do so. Okay, so opponent's trying to draw cards here. Just gonna do the damage here. The question is here. I will link it right after this game. I think I'm gonna draw cards here. Because they're probably playing like either Depopulate or Farewell. So I need to get access to this now. I could have 2 card draws. The Go for the Throat might have to hit my Archfiend, but we get the win anyways. Give me a sec, I'll paste the list. The only downside is Untap's got the Twitch companion. It doesn't have the YouTube companion. And I don't... So this is all the stats. I don't know if it's going to be... No, it's too long. Give me a sec. I'm going to just port it over to Aether Hub. I'll pull it up on the screen for a sec. We are fight rigging right now in Standard. We are 4-1. It's basically Archfiend of Dross smacking your opponent repeatedly. Give me one sec. Standard Golgari fight rigging. Alright. If anyone wants to try, deck list is in chat. We are 4-1, only lost to Mono Red. But I've been liking it so far. The only, like, I wish we had, like, a permanent way to put lands into play. The Scrap Gorger's fine. We don't... Even, Prosperous Innkeeper would be the card I'd want for this deck. The one-time treasure's fine, just to kind of hit your lands. Or even like just like an explore style effect. Or just something to play like another land for turn could be good. I'm having fun with this one, so we'll give it a little longer. These games go quick. Turns out a turn 3 6/6 is usually too much for the opponent to handle. Alright. Kill your thing, heavy, Archfiend, invoke. Mardu. Give me a land. Give me a land. Just 2 lands in a row. 2 lands in a row. 2 untapped lands. Untapped. We're going to specify. Okay. Ew. Oh, that would have been so good too. Invoke Despair. So for preface, I've been playing, oh shit. Edgar's scary, but let's see if we can race. Give me one sec. So I've been playing since beta of the game, so I've just had a longer chance to accumulate packs. So I can Archfiend on this, but it's a little risky. I could play out second Archfiend. I could play Glissa and that, so I think we... Because this is... Okay, so they can't... Well, they could have Wandering Emperor here. So I'm actually going to set it up like this. So the easiest way, like, picking up packs of the newest set gives you access to gold packs. The gold packs will allow you, once you open 10, to get 6 rares or mythics from the current standard sets. That's a good way. If you're familiar at all with drafting, is another way to accumulate some cards. Okay, so Archangel of Wrath, double kicker. Kind of annoying. So that's one way. If you draft, it's a good way to build up cards and kind of go from there. So this deck, what we're trying to do is use cards with 6 power, like Shakedown Heavy or Archfiend of Dross, and then cheat into play big creatures or like powerful effects like Fight Rigging. Interesting to see on License Hearst in the main. That Archangel is really annoying. So they could have another sweeper, but I think I do need to present the Archfiend here. We've seen one go for the throat. So they had go for the throat here. That's unfortunate. The reason for no Shieldred is because we're more of an aggressive deck than a grindy deck. So what we're trying to do here is just like get Tyrranax Rex out, invoke Despair, anything like that. Opponents had some really timely removal spells here. We took a chance because we could have gone double rigging on that. The way they kind of telegraphed their play was Wandering Emperor, so we had a feeling it would have died like in combat like that. We could see just another removal spell here. Well, that's incredibly garbage flip. So at this point, I actually haven't spent $1 on Arena, probably since whatever set Liliana was in. And Shieldred, I bought the $50 pack. I usually just buy that. I do my dailies every day, just to get 4 wins. I usually just save packs and then buy to get the accumulation. And then I'm a little like I do pick up a lot of cards, but I try not to go too jank with stuff. So this to me telegraphs that they have either Iganjo or the Wandering Emperor. Because with the Wandering Emperor, they could have done First Strike here. Now, the flip side is they could have Archangel, which I'm just dead to anyways, so it doesn't matter. Yeah. Our hand just... They had the timely answer for what we were doing. We just couldn't sync our side of things. Like, the Unlicensed Hearse doesn't really do much against us. We took a chance. The thing is, we also weren't going to get anything off. Okay, so we're first. Hopefully a Scrap Gorger lives. But if you're newer, like I'd suggest, don't or if you're newer or also just conscious of like how you spend your wild cards, don't waste them all like right away. Wait like a week or two till the meta kind of settles. Pick a deck, kind of go from there. So we'll go Jawbone here, or Shakedown. I kind of gotta get them to bait with Skrelv here, so I can use this Go for the Throat. It is a bit annoying right now. I love a fight rigging here to get a Gix command. Okay, so Slaughter Singer. Be greedy. Be greedy. Yes. I could have blocked, but I want the mana. Okay, so we have Myrex. That's actually great, so do this. So we're gonna do this to see if they give us the card. Yeah, the gold packs do help. So it's a pretty aggressive line on their part to do that Skrelv line. They do get us corrupted, so that is one thing. So they could get lifelink. We are one mana's off for the turn. Again, they can go Slaughter Singer here. Give it unblockable. So we're probably going to have to keep the Scrap Gorger back. Let's see what they do here. Glissa's pretty nice as well. Oh, so that stacks on it. Let's see if they give us a card here. It's a little bit awkward of a spot. So they did that. Give me a sec, guys. Might have to... Annex Sentry. Name's green and then gets me that way. Ah, that's an annoying one. So I don't think like they had to have the removal there. So how did we do all in all with this deck? We had some good games. 4 and 3. So we started pretty well on the draw, like oddly enough on the play. It is a deck I think it's just going to be kind of susceptible to does your big thing get removed or not. But if you're looking for like a newer deck, like a fun one to try out, give this one a shot. So we will wrap up for this deck.